Alright, so thank you everybody. If you're watching this, if you clicked on this, I appreciate it. If this actually goes up on YouTube, it's going to be my first video with commentary. I'm joined by my brother here today, and we're going to be doing a basic playthrough of Aliens Fireteam Elite. We'll be doing it on intense difficulty level, and we'll be going through some settings and maybe tips and tricks, stuff like that too. So when you first enter the game, you're probably going to want to go to settings, and you know, a lot of this stuff is going to be up to you and how you want to set it up yourself, but a couple of things that I would suggest is to run it in full screen. I would definitely turn off motion blur. I would use the in-game frame rate cap, even though it's limited to selection, being, you know, 30, 60, 90, and 120. But whatever your system can maintain most of the time, I would stick it around there. A lot of other stuff is just gonna be basically up to you and what rig that you have. Just make sure that if you're using VSync elsewhere, like in your NVIDIA control panel or within Radeon, that you want to turn VSync off in the game. You don't want to have that on in two different places. As far as audio goes, this game's music is pretty overpowering, but that's just my opinion. You can go ahead and copy my settings if you wish. And then we're going to get into the game, and there's more settings within the game. And here's my brother. So if we go ahead and hit escape and go to the in-game settings, there's quite a bit more stuff here. There's controls, there's aim sensitivity, aim down sight, aim sensitivity, and all these things, you know, however you want to set it up. And then as far as the gameplay goes, there's definitely a lot of stuff that's going on the screen, you know, out of the box. So if you like a bunch of stuff sort of, you know, kill confirmation floaters and damage floaters like you'd see in Borderlands or something like that, you can turn all that stuff off. There's also the outlining targets. So if you play this on casual or standard difficulty, all the enemies are going to be, you know, basically highlighted in yellow, so they're easier to see in the dark. So, but when you step up to intense or beyond that, as far as difficulty level, that's not going to matter. But you can go ahead and shut this off if you want a more realistic experience while playing on those easier levels. Graphics, we already went through that. Audio, went through it. Accessibility, it's all up to you. The menu parallax is a strange thing. This is basically, you turn this up, the menu moves around when you move your mouse around, it's cool, but I prefer it off. So, an introduction to kind of where you start off here is, this is the Endeavor. This is the ship kind of where you set up everything before you go into your matches. There's a Staff Sergeant Park over here.
I'm not big on chatting up the customers.
This is where you buy all your things.
You tell me what you need, I tell you what it costs. All requisitions come with free cornbread.
Before I go into this mission, I'm gonna grab some sentries. You know, since I know that we're going to be going into the first level of the campaign, and you know, our enemies are going to be xenomorphs, I prefer the incendiary sentry gun over the electric. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and jump into the first one. I am going to show what tactical opportunities are. Unfortunately, there's none for the first mission.
Ready to go.
But that's okay, because we can either play as a technician or a doc, and get these bonus things here. or I could play with any loadout that has a close quarter weapon. So I think we can do both there, or maybe not at all. I'll just stick with the gunner, keep it basic for this first run through of the first level. So to enter level, what do you want to do? You just hit escape, and for all you people who are playing this for the first time, you're only going to be able to access Priority 1 here, and the first mission, Ingress. This is where you set up your difficulty level, challenge cards if you want them enabled, and then your matchmaking if you want this private. That'll be you and whoever you're playing with, and a bot, or just you and bots, or, you know, you and just your friends, whereas a public match is going to be obviously like a public match, so that could take a little while to get into a match though. So we're just going to go with this.
Fireteam, this is a rescue mission. You're boarding Katanga, a derelict orbital refinery. Ingress is via the forward air...
No, I don't know why the narrator stopped there. Anyway, challenge card, you can play a challenge card and it'll randomly get chosen. Anyone else in your team can play them as well. Some of them definitely benefit you for basically no challenge at all, and then others are actual challenges. At any point in time, my brother may, you know, communicate any wisdom he has regarding this game, and for the most part, we're going to try to keep quiet during the actual narration, so you guys can, you know, keep up with the story.
We got a ping on Dr. Honecker's personal data transmitter. He's not far in. First, we need a deck plan. Pull one off a terminal and chlorine extraction. Just emergency lights. And maybe we can kick the backup power after we grab Honecker.
As you progress through this game, you're going to find little bits of information called intel. There's 3 pieces of intel per level, so there's 9 per mission.
Patch into the console. I'll pull it down over wireless.
You've got a menu here that you can pull up all the things that you can kind of have on the side, like sentries and you know, drones, mines, other things like that. You have your 2 primary weapons, and each loadout has different combinations of these weapons. And
Yes, this is Wayland Yutani coffee cup.
that is a Nostromo coffee cup.
Nice.
Down on the bottom left-hand side of the screen, you can see your different abilities and whichever key you have that corresponds with them. You also can see the amount of aid kits that you have, your sidearm, which doesn't run out of ammo, but it can save you in a pinch.
Honecker, this is the Colonial Marines. You hear
And up
me?
at the top left, you can see your teammates how many aid kits they have and how many times they've gone down. You can only be revived a certain amount of times depending on the difficulty level at which you play.
Acid damage. Not encouraging. Continue your sweep.
Friendly fire is definitely a thing in this game, so be aware of that.
Ultimate badasses.
There's a ping function within this game that's pretty cool. It allows you to ping pretty much whatever you want. And this is great for playing this game because you know, when you play it online with other people, and
Everyone get this
you know,
intel.
there isn't really like a chat function.
Your first bit of intel's right there.
He should be right here. High speed incoming. Get hot. Hit some, Marine. Way more than I expected. Signal from behind. Too many. Don't get tunnel vision. I didn't expect so many. Hey, on the deck, Honeker's PDT chip. He cut it out. But why?
For any of those out there interested in learning more about the lore, the story behind this game, there's also a book that came out. You can look up. I believe it's free on YouTube to watch or listen to. Audiobook.
Door's welded shut. Sloppy work. Guess Honecker went this way.
Ambush.
As you progress through the game, you'll find that there are more and more different types of xenomorphs. Yeah, and you know, they become
I
more
get an idea
challenging
how
as
to
the
track
game goes
down
along.
Honecker. Searching this whole barge would take too long. Hold that thought. Incoming.
Gun ready.
Thinking we can track the doctor using station logs. There's a data line just starboard of your position.
the character that I'm playing with is called the Runner or the Gunner, and the Gunner has two main functions or abilities. One's the grenade, and the other one is called the overclock. When you hit the overclock, you have basically a faster fire rate and a faster reload speed, and that happens for you and all of your teammates as well. And all these abilities that they have, you'll be able to add perks to them throughout the game and make them stronger or more tailored to a certain playstyle that you may have.
Rearming.
There are also plenty of attachments for all your weapons, and there's some crazy combination that you can make. I think they advertise on their website. And another cool thing is that this game developer has promised that all DLC is going to be free for everyone for as long as the game keeps receiving updates. And I believe this is the first game that Cold Iron Studios has ever made. So that's pretty cool to know. It kind of goes without saying that if you have someone on your team with a flamethrower and you're playing on intense or above difficulty levels where
While Lester reviews the data, you can get the power up. Just ahead.
where friendly fire is enabled, then you definitely want to watch out. Kind of let them lead.
Grabbing ammo. Patching up.
For a fight when you switch on.
destroyed.
Nice. We'll send a follow-up engineering team to get that mess fixed proper.
I'll get those bastards for this.
Keep heading aft toward the core.
And if you couldn't tell already, we are in no way, pro players or claim to be. We're just average gamers. So if the gameplay isn't, top notch, sorry.
Got another swarm brewing. Break out the heavy shit. This is gonna get spicy.
Sentries ready to go.
Pardon me. I have completed my analysis. 2 weeks ago, the mainframe on Deck 41 was accessed. I believe by Dr. Honecker. Marines, head to the core. Big freight elevator goes all the way up the main tower.
For those of you out there who follow the lore and have maybe played Alien Isolation, then you would know that these are, in fact, Sikhs and working Joes. And you should probably treat them just like you did in Alien Isolation.
On your side. Hoorah!
And got him demoralized.
On your toes, fire team. On the flank.
There's definitely a lot of Easter eggs and quotes and all kinds of stuff from basically the entire Alien franchise. So for those of you who are fans, you'll probably be a fan of this game.
I'm sending you through the refinery core. Join the Marines. See the grimiest parts of the galaxy.
Who wants
every one of these levels, there's also going to be one hidden cache box. And you can kind of tell where it is by the sound of it, the humming sound. Now, the hidden cache that you get within the box, it sort of depends on what difficulty level you're playing at as well. So the higher the difficulty level, the better the stuff.
Some big internal leaks. Never a good sign in space. Nearly there. Still good noise.
Listen.
If we don't find this guy alive, I'm gonna kill him.
At any time, you can always hit escape, and it'll tell you, the mission that you're on. It'll tell you what challenge card is activated, and it'll tell you the tactical opportunities for the day that you're playing.
Sentry gun ready.
Now, if there's anyone out there that's playing this game for the first time and has no idea what these strange black creatures are, or anything about this, then I would definitely recommend watching some of the movies. The original Alien, the second one, Aliens, Alien 3, Alien Resurrection.
Set up a perimeter, then hit the call button.
Start there, see what you like. But the first two movies are fantastic.
Bugs inbound. They are right on you.
Just throw down a bunch of turrets and just make it easier for yourself. Some of the stuff you can save for the next round. As you go throughout the levels, you will pick up more stuff, so you can just take it with you, or you can use it all in the mission that you're in if you absolutely need to.
Incoming on the left. least that's what my betting pool thinks.
Right, so the challenge card was completed, obviously. You go ahead next, and it shows you what your rewards were. And your experience. And if you're playing this for the first time, you're going to be seeing gains here. But if you have something maxed out, then that's it. You can't get any more XP for it. And here's your performance. Kind of a run through of how well you did. And then you can return to the Endeavor to continue on your campaign. So I want to thank you for joining. If you guys did enjoy this video, I'd appreciate maybe a like or a subscribe. That would help a lot. Yep, and that was just priority 1, mission 1. So if you like what you see, come back and watch the next video. We'll be doing mission 2, priority 1, rescue. Thanks again, and yeah, have yourself a good day.